Okay, hi guys, it's Misty, and sorry for the slightly different angle, but the project I'm going to show you is a bit larger, so I kind of had to shoot it this way. I made a chocolate box. I altered a chocolate box for the chocolate box swap that is over on LSH, and it is hosted by Jordy. Hi Jordy! Covered it with this really gorgeous paper. And it's, as you can see that it's glittered. I mean, it's just really pretty. Definitely very pretty vintage paper. And this is from the GCD Studios Ella Blue paper stack. And I mean, this is absolutely my favorite paper stack ever. You know, the one because it's my favorite colors is the blue and the brown. So I used that paper stack, and it's a 12 by 12 paper, and one 12 by 12 sheet covered the top part, so there was, you know, I didn't have to use multiple sheets. And then I took some of this trim right here, and this is actually white trim that I used my Lindy's. I went ahead with I first sprayed it with the dark chocolate truffle starburst spray, and then I also went over it with my Phantom Fuchsia Moonshadow Mist to kind of give it more of a redder look, because it just matched the paper more. And I don't know if you can really tell, but all the glittered sections are actually like have red glitter. And then I took this really gorgeous rosette, like ruffled rosette trim, and then I went all the way around. And then I also took some this like little braided trim, and I went along the edges. I just used some little wood dowels for the feet, and I painted them with acrylic paint, and I used the Sailing Sky by Craft Smart. And then I went over it with a little bit of the Starburst Color Shot Opal Sea Oats, just to kind of give it a little bit of a vintage look. You can sort of see it. And then for the top part, I knew right away that I wanted to use one of those Michaels frames on it. So that was really kind of where it started from. I did the Michaels frame, and then it kind of just went from there. I started, you know, layering things on. And this wasn't originally a white frame. And again, I painted it with the Sailing Sky acrylic paint. And then I went over it with the Opal Sea Oats Starburst Color Shot. And it gave it this really pretty vintage look. And I also put it on a hinge, that way for shipping it won't stick up so high, because it won't fit in the box if it sticks up that high. So it's on a hinge, and it does go down. And then I used several of my new I Am roses and flowers, and just different sizes and different types, and I'm just so in love with them. And I sprayed, they were all white, and I sprayed them with my Frosted Forget-Me-Not Starburst spray, which I'm getting so close to being out of. It's my favorite color. And then I went over the tips with the Opal Sea Oats. I just kind of brushed the tips with them just to distress them. And then the darker flowers, I kind of did the opposite. I colored it with the Opal Sea Oats, and then I brushed on the Frosted Forget-Me-Nots on the entire flower. Instead of doing the tips, I actually did the entire flower, so it there was more of a blue. And then I just used some I Am Roses leaves. These are also the new leaves I got. And then I used one of my vintage Victorian stick pins. And then this little Bliss tag by Tim Holtz, and just one of his little memo pins. And then, oops, sorry. And then I was kind of left with a blank space, like right over here. And I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do, and it was several days before I actually figured out what I finally wanted to do. So I actually made a pin cushion. And what I did was I just took just a circular piece of chipboard, and then I have some really soft foam that you can get at the craft store, and it's like really like plush and soft. It's not like that funny foam that you get in the floral section. This is actually in like the craft or fabric section. And so I just I cut it to be the same size, and then I took some flat wide flat lace, and I adhered it to the underside of the chipboard piece, and I actually pulled it down enough so that the foam went from 1 inch to about half an inch high or less than that. And that way it compresses so it holds the pin nicer, and wasn't as tall. And then to just to give it some dimension and some color and to really dress it up, I took the same trim that I used on this on the edge right here, and I just went around and then just kept going around until I covered the entire thing, and it kind of made this really gorgeous like ruffled rosette flower. It's just really pretty. And then this is a Prima flower, and it's just a lace flower, and I placed it in the center because the color matched perfectly. It's a gorgeous flower. And then I just placed a couple stick pins in there for decoration, and she can use these, you know, because it's a pin cushion, so it's actually a functional pin cushion. And then on this bottom side here, I just took an actual paper doily, and I get these doilies actually in the cake section, and I think this is about a 3-inch doily, and it was white, and I sprayed it with the dark chocolate truffle. I also sprayed it with the baby blue eyes aqua, and then a little bit of the Buccaneer Bay blue, just to get different tones of blue, and to mixing all those colors together when spraying gave me the vintage color to kind of match these. And so and then also to match the actual flower itself. And I did spray the flower just a little bit, but I don't think you can see the sparkle. And then for this one here, when I was making this one, the actual pin cushion, I was just playing around and I stuck it here, and it was so pretty that I had to make another one. And this is not a pin cushion. This is actually just the rosette flowers. And with this one, I did the same concept, and I did put a small piece of foam to have it something to adhere to, so it did have dimension. And but I did not put any flat lace over the foam or nothing like that. I didn't treat it the same way. And then I just put the rosette trim all the way around, and then in the center I used this really extremely gorgeous cameo, and I had a really hard time you know, letting this cameo go, because I don't have no clue where I got this from, but it's so pretty. So I put that on as the center. I thought that went really well. And then it just lifts up really easy like that. And then inside, of course, is all the goodies. And then underneath, at the bottom layer, is again that insert, and it's filled with all kinds of embellishments. And I used a different type of paper, but it's from the same paper stack. And I just, you know, adhered it to the sides. And I used Mod Podge to adhere all my paper down. And then you can see down here on the edges that's it's a different color. It's painted. I actually painted the entire box with this golden brown acrylic paint by Craftsmart before I adhered anything down, just in case things didn't line up and you wouldn't be able to see through it. And on the inside of the box, you can't really see, you can see it a little bit, I painted it all white, and I actually just painted that with my gesso, white gesso, and then just a little white acrylic paint. Just very simple. And then try to do this without things falling out. And then on the bottom side, I had to paint several coats because on the bottom side it had all like the nutritional information and all that stuff. And so I painted again with the golden brown acrylic paint. And then all I did was stamp my information, and then I did sign it as well. So that's my chocolate box, guys. Let me know what you think. I really, really had a lot of fun. And happy scrapping. Bye.